Hey guys, what's up? It's Nate, and I'm back with another episode of Paranormal Talk. Do you think your house is haunted but you're unsure? You can't seem to have a team come out and check it out for you? Well, if you're brave enough, you can do it yourself, because in this day and age, guess what? There's an app for that. So in this new segment, what I'm going to be doing is downloading these apps from the App Store. I'm going to be testing them out with Charlie back here, and we're going to see exactly how they work. And I'm going to give you my opinion as to whether or not I think they can be used as valid tools for investigating the paranormal. This new segment is the Paranormal App Test. Let's get into it. Hey guys, what's up? It's Nate, and I'm back with another episode of Paranormal Talk, the Paranormal App Test. So today I'm going to be continuing my segments on the spirit board style apps, and we're going to be looking at the 3D spirit board by Daniel Neblett. Now, to be 100% honest with you, I'm 0 for 2 with these spirit board style apps. The Wiccan spirit board was absolutely horrendous, and if you don't know about the last one that I tested, which was just called spirit board, go and watch that video and you'll see how I feel about that one. I'm not personally a fan of using Ouija boards at all anyways. And don't get it twisted, it's not because of the Hollywood stigma of if you use a Ouija board, you're going to contact a demon and the demon's going to come and possess you. Because I know multiple people who use these on a regular basis and or are collectors, and they have never had a negative experience with one, let alone have a response at all. So I'm just not a fan of the actual tool itself. And it really has nothing to do with the stigma attached to them. There's so many natural explanations as to why an answer can appear. Now, do I think that if you have 4 people with their hands on the planchette and you ask a question, those 4 people are going to experience the ideomotor effect that will move it to the same exact answer? Like all 4 of them are psychically linked? I don't personally think that at all. However, if there's an app out there that's paranormal related, Spirit Box, Spirit Board, doesn't matter. I feel the need to test it because I don't want you guys to go and download a piece of shit that you're going to use on the investigation. Now, I've never opened this app before, so what you're going to see is firsthand me learning the app. I've not used it, so it's going to be interesting. Without further ado, though, 3D Spirit Board by Daniel Neblett. Guys, let's get it. Alright guys, so the 3D Spirit Board by Daniel Neblett. It's going to be the icon in the very bottom in the center. So first things first, as always, I am only speaking to entities or spirits that reside in this house. No outside forces are allowed to come through and speak to me. If you do not reside in this house, you are not welcome to make contact. If you have any intent to harm, you are not allowed to make contact. I am not here to harm you, I am not here to remove you, and I expect the same respect in return. So with that being said, let's carry on, and anything that resides in this house, you're more than welcome to come through and speak to me. So let's open this app, fire this baby up. Alright, made by Unity. Spirit instructions. New session by tapping the start button, menu, hold, parallel. Alright, so this one you're going to have to hold parallel. The device is going to have to be flat. Why that matters, I'm not exactly sure. We begin to tilt, moving. Alright, let's start. Okay, so I don't see a planchette. Is there anybody here? Oh, and we have an ad. Yay. First things first, we have an ad as soon as the planchette showed up. This one does not appear to be giving me the option to skip it. So I'm just gonna let it go and do its thing. Come on. Anybody, I'm happily taken. Alright. If there's anybody here with me, can you come forward and speak to me? Can you tell me your name? I don't know what it's doing right now. It's just kind of drifting off into open space. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I can tilt the screen and make it do whatever I want. Oh, okay. So that's going to be why you need it on a flat surface. All right. So let me put this on a flat surface here. Okay. So I don't like the navigation of this. First things first. Yeah, this is already, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be crappy. So what, I'm going to go back to the menu here, guys. I want to see something. Respectful in their comments, take care. If any actions are present, begin to tilt the device. Okay, so basically what this is saying is once I sit it down, that in theory, a spirit is supposed to be able to move the actual device. So if you're in any way, shape, or form on a platform that has a possibility.
Okay, I know you're probably sick of me talking about these games and how much money you can win, but there's still people who don't believe me.
Skip this one.
So this is for you. Listen up. This game is 100% legit. You can win real money. I'm talking $2 million a week. So stop what you're doing. Check out this game. Download it. Play a few practice runs. You're gonna love it.
Okay. Yeah. Alright guys, so first things first, I absolutely love how not even 5 minutes in I've got two separate ads. Now the thing that makes this difficult is I have a pop socket. So I really can't sit this in any way, shape, or form level other than sitting it on my knees. And here's the problem with sitting it on my knees. You know, it's the talk of the ideomotor effect. Your body always makes micro movements. So if I sit this on my knees, I'm not on a readily flat surface. But if I sit this on a flat surface, I'm once again not on a readily flat surface because of the simple fact that I have a pop socket. So I'm just going to have to try and hold this the best that I can and see exactly. Oh, I don't like the setup of this at all. The setup of this is horrible. So am I supposed to kind of like spell something out here? It really doesn't tell you in the instructions. It just says ask questions, and if there's anything nearby, that it will move the planchette for you. So see, like right now I have it sitting on my knees on a very flat surface and the planchette is moving. Why? I have a very sneaking suspicion that it's just the phone's calibration with my knees kind of moving a little bit. So I'm spelling out a bunch of random crap here, and I'm going to go to goodbye. Okay, so I'm going to tilt the phone to goodbye. And will it still spell things out after I say goodbye? It will. Okay. So, wow. Yeah. Okay. So is there no way to clear these out? I don't see a way to clear these out. I need to try and sit this flat as possible. So I'm going to try and center this. This is absolutely horrible. What the fuck is up with this navigation? This is probably the worst navigation that I've seen on an app so far, and I have tested quite a few that were kind of confusing. This is just absolutely horrible. If there's anybody here, can you come through and move my phone ever so slightly and tell me, what is your name? Can you tell me your age? Alright, so guys, I know you see the planchette kind of shifting, and that's what I'm talking about by the body's micro movements. You know, the iPhones, they're very well calibrated when it comes to being able to feel movements in your phone and flipping your phone sideways to make videos appear long and whatever, you know, all that good shit. So those little tiny movements that you're seeing there in the planchette, that literally is the micro movements, because I have my hands sitting on my lap in the most stable position possible, and yet the planchette is still slightly shifting due to micro movements, which would cause the ideomotor effect in a regular style Ouija board. So this right here kind of proves that theory that your body does, you know, constantly make these little micro movements. And I don't believe per se that these little micro movements could explain all the possibilities of the theories of the Ouija board, but I do, firmly believe that it accounts for some of them. However, it's almost as though the way that this app is created, that it's virtually unusable, because you can't, you're not supposed to put your hand on the planchette from what it says. You're supposed to sit on a flat surface and ask questions. And apparently a spirit is supposed to be able to manipulate the app to speak to you. So, can you tell me, Spirit, does this app actually work, or am I moving it by myself? So I'm moving it by myself? So you're telling me that this app doesn't work? Okay. Is it just the setup of the app that makes this app so shitty? So as you guys can see, I'm moving this to basically any damn answer that I want. Excuse me, I had to grab a drink of my Coke. So, I'm just going to do this right here, guys. I want to show you how sensitive this is. This is the worst possible way to set up any kind of divination tool as far as a spirit board, because there's no way to get an accurate motion on this. I mean, if your house is on level and you sit this down on a flat surface such as a kitchen table or a coffee table or even your stove, and your floor is slightly unlevel, with an iPhone the calibration is so crisp that it's going to drift off this way or 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 this way. You know what? I'm going to spell something out for you guys. Hang on. Ready? I'm not messing around with this one anymore, guys. My answer that's just spelled out at the bottom says everything I know about this app. And it's not even really the fact that I can properly test the app to see how it works. The navigation and the setup of this app is so fucked up that there's no possible way that you could ever use it properly. The navigation sucks. The instructions are, pretty spot on as to how you're supposed to use it. However, the instructions, they don't follow a standard Ouija board style. You're supposed to keep your hand on the planchette. That's why I didn't like the other one where you could pay the $1.99 and you could take your finger off the planchette. That's not the way it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be to put your hand on the planchette, concentrate on your question, the planchette will move. You're not supposed to be able to sit this down on a flat surface, ask your question, and then, this whole shit. Like, what the fuck is this? It's like, drinking and looking at a Ouija board floor that's moving, because it's not actually a floor. It's just some kind of shifting video that's like a screensaver on a computer screen. This is absolute fucking garbage. Alright guys, this is going to be a really quick app test here, and I'm going to come back with my final conclusion. So is there anything good I can say about this app? Yeah. You know what guys, I can say one good thing about this app. The look of the actual board and planchette itself was very well done. They paid very good attention to detail as to how the board itself and the planchette looked. However, next time, pay less attention to the detail of how the board looks and put that effort into the functionality of your fucking app. Let me tell you something. This is probably the worst app that I've tested so far. It is virtually unusable. You There's no such thing as a 100% completely level surface. You can put a laser level on something and it's still not 100% completely level. It just depends on how your house settles, how your house lays out. So you can think that your stove is completely level, and if I sat that app on there and it's slightly off, guess what? It's gonna do this. The planchette's gonna move. The actual functionality of the app is so fucked that you can't use it. And to me, taking away the style of the app, of putting your hands on the planchette so you can concentrate your energy of your question through your hands, so the spirits can manipulate your hands through the planchette, taking away that key point of what a Ouija board is meant to do was plain stupidity. To think that a spirit is going to manipulate your device like this on a constant basis, to be able to spell out words, numbers, or say yes or no, is completely idiotic. Why? Because the chances of a spirit moving an object directly in front of you is like catching a full-bodied apparition on film. It is very rare. It very, very seldom happens. So you're telling me that you designed this app with the intent on constant spiritual contact to an object to move the planchette. What the fuck were you thinking? Guys, this is not an app you want for your paranormal toolbox. This is not an app that you want to download, period. This is not an app that I would let a dog's chew toy play with. This is absolutely shit. Don't download it. Save yourself the time. Very short review, guys, and I actually don't feel bad about that because this app is absolutely balls. So, that being said, spirit board apps, 0. Not one has yet convinced me that they work. Guys, that's what I've got for you. I'll see you next app test. As always, if you like the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the video if you found it informative and you don't want anybody to go and download this piece of shit. Nate signing out. I'll see y'all next app test.